So we know what the Scorpios Rex is, but why? Just why did it need to show up in Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous? Hello everyone, welcome back to another Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous video, where today we are going to be discussing why the Scorpios Rex, also known as E750, was so important to the Jurassic franchise. Now quickly, before we get into today's video, I just want to urge you guys to press that red subscribe button if you haven't yet done so. Also press the bell notification to stay up to date on all of the news regarding Camp Cretaceous, Evolution 2 and Jurassic World Dominion. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. The Scorpios Rex, a dinosaur, well, hybrid, that we only just knew about from the TV show Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. This hybrid previously went undiscovered during the events of Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. We had no clue it even existed until the third season of the Netflix TV show. But what was E750 and why was it so important to the Jurassic franchise that it had to have some form of a backstory? So as we know, E750 was actually the first ever hybrid dinosaur created by Dr. Henry Wu. When looking up on Google, I believe I found out that the Scorpios Rex was actually created in 2009. I don't know how canonically that is correct, but if it is correct, it seems like the Scorpios Rex was created well before the Indominus Rex was even envisioned. The Indominus Rex first got its showing in 2015, but due to the size of it, it's pretty obvious that it was probably made between the years of 2013 and 2014. But with this new information of the Scorpios Rex becoming the first ever hybrid dinosaur from Dr. Henry Wu, it goes to show that maybe the Indominus Rex wasn't so important. But why was it the first hybrid and why did we not know anything about it? Well, as we know from Dr. Wu's little vlogs, he should become a YouTuber, we know that the E750 was at first a success. It was finally a hybrid dinosaur that was breathing and alive. However, things started to make a sudden change. It started to become more erratic and you didn't really know what was going to go on with it. It wasn't a dinosaur that you could easily tame and teach things. It was a dinosaur that kind of went off the scale and ran around everywhere, just wanted to kill everything in its sight. Now, obviously, that is not ideal if you want to have this dinosaur in a dinosaur theme park. All it takes is for that dinosaur to break out and you've got chaos across the whole park. Now, some interesting features about the Scorpios Rex was the thermal vision. It was able to sense the fire and heat radiation from other creatures and animals. And so far, the confirmed genetic sequence is Carnotaurus, Velociraptor, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Scorpionfish, and Tree Frog. However, we also suspect that maybe Majungasaurus, Monolophosaurus, and Spinosaurus are other dinosaurs that were blended within its formula. Now, it is worth noting that it seems like the heat source and the heat thermal radiation that it was able to sense was moved over to the Indominus Rex. As we know, the Indominus Rex moved south of the park because everybody was gathering there and it gave off a huge heat radiation for the Indominus Rex to sense. However, somehow they were able to get 22,000 people out of the park off screen. I don't really know how that happened in Jurassic World, but it did. Now, obviously, we did not know anything about the Scorpios Rex until after the events of Jurassic World. And the Scorpios Rex seems to have broken out around Season 2 time, which is between 4 and 5 months whilst the kids were on the island. Now, after the events of Season 3, it's clear to see that the Scorpios Rex has died off now. Maybe there could be one on the boat. That's another theory that loads of people are speculating about. But so far as we know confirmed, the Scorpios Rexes are now dead. And they died with just rocks falling on them. Not really a great way to go out. However, the Scorpios Rex was definitely some form of an abomination. It wasn't good looking, it wasn't a nice type of dinosaur, and it just killed everything. It didn't really have any motherly instincts either, so it seems like this dinosaur should not exist, and it kind of proves how science can go in a crazy direction and cause pain and suffering. Because I guarantee, even though the dinosaur seemed like it was having fun killing all of those dinosaurs, it was definitely suffering somehow. However, at the end of Season 3, Dr. Wu returned to the island, and this paired up with the opening sequence of Fallen Kingdom. As we know from that movie, they did in fact retrieve the Indominus Rex fossil, and this led to creating the Indoraptor. However, Dr. Wu also wanted his laptop. This is because his laptop actually had loads of other hybrid dinosaurs, and other design techniques hidden on it, as we saw on the left hand side of the laptop during the scene where Brooklyn was watching the vlogs. And as we know, if you've seen season 3, the laptop actually does in fact break. And this leads to Dr. Wu not being able to get the laptop, and then 3 years later cause the creation of the Indoraptor. Something that would have taken months has now taken years, exactly what he speculated would happen if he didn't get his laptop. So if he did receive his laptop, he would have in fact been able to create the Indoraptor within the same year, within 2016, and we would have had the events of Fallen Kingdom a lot sooner. Not only that, but it seems like if you compare the Scorpios Rex and the Indoraptor together, they look remarkably similar to each other, and it seems like the Indoraptor would have been another Scorpios Rex. At the moment, we probably need more story and information about the Indoraptor as to why it was actually going to be made, because I know that sometimes they were talking about it being militarized, but at the same time it seemed like they were able to sell it to anybody. So it kind of, froze up in the air and nothing was caught. We don't really know too much information about it yet. But the whole reason why the Scorpios Rex was important is because it sets up the storyline of Fallen Kingdom, and I assume sets up the storyline of Jurassic World Dominion eventually. We still have a season 4 yet to come, and potentially a season 5 as well. So ultimately, when you think about it, without the Scorpios Rex, we would have probably had the Indoraptor a lot sooner, or we would not have had the Indoraptor and we would have had another type of Scorpios Rex. The Scorpios Rex was important to the Jurassic World franchise. It was the third one that we were introduced to, hybrid dinosaur wise, but was the first ever hybrid dinosaur ever created. It seemed like Dr. Wu consistently learned from his mistakes, learned from the Scorpios Rex to create the Indominus Rex, learned from the Indominus Rex and Scorpios Rex to create the Indoraptor, and thankfully we know that no more hybrids are going to be in the franchise. However, with Dr. Wu's laptop broken, but its information is still on a hard drive that was copied from Brooklyn and Sammy, who knows where this story is going to go. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, do consider pressing that like button, and importantly, let me know your thoughts of this theory down in the comment section down below. Why do you think the Scorpios Rex was important to the Jurassic World franchise? If you haven't yet done so, do consider pressing that red subscribe button if you enjoyed Camp Cretaceous. But most importantly, keep yourself safe out there, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.